Time for the Weird and Wacky segment.
Abominable snowman.
He's not an axe murderer.
One of the TAs turned out to be a bot.
First up in Weird and Wacky, we've got, we've only got one in Weird and
Just the
Wacky,
one,
and this is pretty weird.
First and
I would
last.
say.
Yeah.
Man buys World War I shipwreck for $400 on Facebook Marketplace, because that's apparently where you go to buy those things.
So I didn't know you could own a shipwreck, number one.
Apparently in the UK you can. I don't think you can do that here in the US.
That's cool.
Maybe? I don't know.
I like it. I'm here for it. I didn't know you could sell it on Facebook Marketplace. You can find all kinds of crazy stuff on Facebook Marketplace. Who knew? You know, I think that's kind of the point. All right.
Yeah. What do you do with a shipwreck exactly?
I mean, I think you enjoy diving down to it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. It sounded like I was going to say something else. That was actually the end of that was the whole statement. What I want to know, Sanjay, is what's the last thing that you bought off of Facebook Marketplace? That's what I want to know.
The last thing I bought was also the first thing I bought, which is nothing because I've never bought anything on Facebook.
Oh man. Okay. All right. That's cool.
Yeah. What about you?
I have for sure. I know my wife has bought things off of there, and I've had to go pick them up because she was afraid of getting murdered, and she would prefer that we both get murdered. So,
I thought she was just sending you by yourself. Okay.
That might have happened. I don't remember.
She preferred you getting murdered over her getting murdered.
I think she feels like it's less likelihood. I apparently, Sanjay, I don't know if you knew this. I apparently can intimidate people, and who I did not know this. Yeah, I didn't know this about myself. Apparently I can be terrifying. So
is it the hat?
I think I do have a particular look that I can give sometimes when, you know how it is, like when you're walking in locations and maybe like they're larger, like Las Vegas is a great example of this. Like when you're walking down the street in Las Vegas and there's all these like swindlers that'll like try to like come buy my CD or whatever, like that kind of situation. You just kind of put on this face and they tend to not bother me. And that works out. So maybe I wear that face more often than I think. I don't know. I honestly don't remember the last thing. We bought several things off of there. Maybe a dresser is maybe the last thing we bought off of there, like a used dresser. What
I seriously thought you were going to start saying is that, you just walk around and start like punching the air and yelling at things that don't exist and things like that.
No. I do that at home. So the kids don't talk to me. That's what I do. That's the method. Yeah. So I'll be like in the kitchen and then I'll hear a kid coming and I'll start just arguing myself and getting real angry. And they're like, whoa, I better back off. So that's how that works. So
don't need to get involved with that.
Of course, that's not true. Nobody